What's going on, everybody? This is ODC, that's me, and I'm back with another action figure review. This is my review of the Star Wars Black Series IG88 Bounty Hunter action figure. Really cool figure. This was actually a figure I didn't think we were going to get until a little bit later, but then when they started pumping out a lot of the Bounty Hunters, then I was like, well, the only natural move next is IG88. So it's really cool that they're starting to nail out all of these bounty hunters, because I mean they're kind of cool. You know, they're pretty cool. It started with Boba Fett, and then it kind of worked its way down. It actually started with Greedo, I think. Yeah, I think it started with Greedo, then Boba Fett, and then worked its way over to Bosk, and then now we have IG88 here. So super excited for this line. I'm so happy that this line is doing well. Can't say enough about this line, really. I mean, it's Star Wars figures in 6-inch form. What's not to like, really? He is very limited in his articulation, but he's got hidden articulation, which is also a plus. So he doesn't have the best articulation out of all the other figures, but he's unique, and that makes him a little bit cooler than the rest. Like I said, he's unique, and it works. It works with the figure. Now, are there areas that could be fixed? Sure, but don't forget, guys, he is an android, or not, sorry, he is a robot, I should say. A droid. He's a droid bounty hunter, so, I mean, you have to expect some sort of limitation in his articulation here. But as far as his accessories go, he does have 3 accessories, actually, and if you want to include the bandolier here, you could, as an accessory, so there's 4. He does have a regular long-necked blaster here, rifle. He has this, like, kind of like it looks like a kitchen utensil, chopping up chuck steak or something, or pork belly or pork butt or something. But it looks kind of like a machete. I'm not really sure. I mean, let me know in the comments below, please. I like to think I know a good amount of Star Wars facts, but when it comes down to the nitpicking and the nitty gritty stuff, I don't really know. So if there is a Star Wars fanatic watching this, please let me know in the comments below what the official name for this would be. I'm guessing it's some sort of machete or knife thing. It looks pretty cool, though. I have seen it on IG88. I especially remember it in Shadows of the Empire video game. He actually had it. And his third piece is just a regular Stormtrooper blaster. It's right in the packaging here. I just kind of left it in there so it doesn't get lost, because I always save my Star Wars Black packaging, as long as it's in really good shape. So there it is. And there's the packaging. It just has this nice blue ridge right here. It's got a picture of IG88 on the back. It's figure number 15. Wow. It's hard to believe that we have 15 of these figures already. I'm going to try and track down the Wampa and Luke 2-pack, and I definitely want the Han Solo 2-pack as well. So definitely going to try and pick those up, but I just don't want to spend $44 on a 2-pack. I know that it's not as bad as it sounds, but I think I found one for 30 bucks, and it was on sale, so I'm going to try and pick that up, I think. But as far as articulation goes, let me talk about this figure and shut the hell up. His head does swivel around and around and around, full 360 rotation. It doesn't really look up and down. This is the start of the limitations that I'm talking about. But he's not really supposed to be looking up and down, really. This is his design. This is how he looks. So his arms do swivel in a full 360 rotation. Now this is where he gets unique. This is the cool parts of him. His arms actually do go out. It looks like they don't, but they do. It's a nice little hinge joint, and it's hidden right in there. Nice little hinge joint right there, and it does move up and down. So that's really cool. I do like that. He also does have a bend at his little elbow right here. And it's nice and hidden, so it works so nicely. I really like that. That's really, really cool. I think he does have a swivel at the elbow as well. I'd be careful with that swivel. It feels very delicate. This whole elbow joint feels very delicate, which maybe isn't the best, but I mean, we're dealing with thin plastic at this point. He does have a diaphragm swivel. He does not have a waist swivel down here. So he does have a swivel up here, but I think it works because of the way how robotic he is and the way he looks. So you can swivel that in a full 360 rotation. He does feel a little delicate, though, I'm going to be honest. He also has an ab crunch, and it goes all the way down. Look at that. It's a nice little swivel right at this joint, and it looks mechanical. It really does work. It does look cool right there. So pretty nicely done by Hasbro on that part. His legs, they do go forward about that far, and they do go back. Now you got to be careful here because this little tubing piece right here, or this little line going down his leg, you don't want to stretch that too much, so don't force it because you will snap this right off and then you have a broken figure already. But he does have an upper thigh swivel, which is hidden nicely right there. He does have a bend at his knee. Now his knee also puts pressure on this tubing right here, or this line going up his leg, so you can't really get the full range that you want, I don't think. In the other leg, it's a little bit different. You can get the full range right there, but I mean, how many drop kicks and how many dynamic poses are you going to get with an IG88? You know what I mean? So I still think it works, and it's nice that they included that piece of articulation. His feet also swivel forward and back, and but no ankle pivot. I mean, you don't really need an ankle pivot with this guy. You just kind of need him to stand, really. He does have a nice, on his bandolier, he has two holsters, one for his rifle, either or, and they fit right into the back here, and then you have one for his big knife here as well. So, and that just fits in like so. There you go. Boom, shock, boom, shalak, lock, boom. Boom, shalak, lock, boom. Everybody, boom, shalak, lock, boom. And also, if you're trying to get his stuff into his hand, he actually has these clips right here. Now, I found out that these clips don't really hold the gun too well. His little hand clip. So what I have done is just kind of wedge it in there, and it holds it much better. It looks really bad, but it's kind of the way you have to do it. If there is a better way, please let me know in the comments, but that's about as best as I can get. It looks weird, and it is kind of delicate, so if you jiggle and shake them around, well, of course, now it's not going to do it because I want it to. But I would say probably getting him to hold on to this is probably the toughest thing to do. He has this little, it looks like a little hole in that. Now maybe that's just a little mark piece or something. But he can't really hold his knife unless you have him holding it like that, kind of with the weight distributed towards the back. So that's kind of a shame, but I mean, look how he's designed. I'm a frickin' robot. So, I don't know. I mean, I still think he's a cool figure. There are some faults. He can't really hold his accessories too well. I don't know if he's meant to. If there's a better way for him to hold them, please let me know in the comments below. I am not against constructive criticism at all. So let me know there. Overall, I still like this figure. He's probably not the most articulated, but where he does have articulation, it's unique, and I can appreciate that. So I would still recommend this figure. I think he's a fun figure. He's also a nicely sculpted, and he does have some different paint going throughout. It kind of looks like a bronze going throughout his upper torso, underneath where his mouth would be right here. On his shoulder, on his bicep here, throughout his legs here. It's a nice little bronze with a silver kind of blending in each other. It's kind of like a silver, bronze, silver, bronze, silver, bronze, you know. It keeps going throughout. And there's also some nice black paint shading going throughout him. Gives a really good paint detail and a little extra feel of just how grimy he is as a robot. So overall, I would still say he's a good figure, even though he lacks in the articulation department. I mean, look at the design though, so you got to be a little bit understanding there. So, but overall, yeah, I would say he's a good figure, definitely a cool figure. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.